Hi everybody, I'd like to show you specifically some stretches and movements and exercises to open up the front of the hips. When we are in a seated position, they are shortened, so this is a common problem why they are tight, and they are just muscles that work very hard. So when we walk or run, they are lifting up the knee, so they're always active. And especially if the surrounding muscles, the core muscles, are not doing the job, these guys are overworking. So often you hear people saying that they have hip flexor tightness. So there's a few exercises to help with that. Nice to have a pillow for these stretches. Just when we are kneeling on the floor with a knee, it's a lot more pleasant to have a little cushion to help. Kneel on the right leg, bring the left leg forward, and starting with few dynamic ones. It's just kind of nice to start with a movement rather than a kind of a static, prolonged stretch, especially if you haven't been active for the last couple of hours. Then it's a lot more gentle way to start an exercise, and the stretch is the dynamic. And the evidence tells us as well that especially as we get older, dynamic stretches are better than static. Okay, and grab your right ankle now with your right hand. So take hold of the top of the right ankle and then turn your right shoulder forward. Push the right hip forward and kick that right heel away from your bum, and you should probably feel quite a nice strong stretch there. Even bringing the upper body slightly back will get all of that front body, and holding 20 seconds or thereabouts. Okay, and then let's change the leg, leaning on the left leg, right leg forward, and then a few times just kind of it's like a lunge. And really feel that left side opening up as we do it. Okay, and then next time, just stay in there and then take hold of your left foot and turn the left shoulder forward, push that left hip forward, kick your left heel away from your bum and hold and breathe. Lovely. Now kneeling on the two knees, and so the knees are just below the hips, so that's the distance they're apart. Place your hands behind your hips, just a little bit kind of below where the lower back is, sort of kind of over the sacroiliac area. And then push the hips forward. Again, you can have that image in your head, how these muscles are now just smiling as they lengthen. And then lean backwards. And now scoop your left hand, put it on your left heel and right one on the right heel. That can be quite challenging when we are stiff, but good challenging, hopefully. Okay, and then squeeze your bum and open the front of the hip. Keep your head up, don't let it hang back, so it's being nicer on the neck, looking straight ahead. Keep pushing the hips forward, keep opening. And then a little bit longer, and then lift up this corner of the mouth as well. Okay, squeeze and lift, very nice. And just take care of the lower back. Do a stretch, and the opposite. So we did a very strong back extension, and then we're counterbalancing this with flexion, so it was nice. Okay, next one. So sitting, you know, like the hurdlers, they're kind of jumping over the hurdle, so sitting in that position. Okay, and then we are going to come into it's called a crab, I think. So connecting the soles of the feet to the floor and lift up the hips, lift your left arm over the head, and then really, really open the front of the body. And then coming back down. Again, lift and open, hold. It's kind of nice when you get hang of it. And one more time. lift up the hips, open the front of the hip. Very nice. Okay, change the side, sitting on the left hip, and then even notice what's the difference. We are never exactly the same on the two sides. So for example, this feels a little bit kind of more awkward to sit on. Connecting the feet to the floor, lift up the hips, open, stretch that arm over the head as well, and come back down. Be nice on the neck, don't let the head hang down. Okay, and ready, and lift, open, squeeze, breathe, of course, and coming down. One more time, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, open, one more time, and release. Okay, something similar. So hands behind your back, feet parallel, and lifting up the hips, and again squeezing the bum, and then push yourself upwards. So not sinking into the shoulders, but it's going to be also called reversed plank. So squeeze your bum, open up the hips a little bit more, and lift, clench your bum. Imagine there's something between your knees you're also squeezing. And 10 more seconds. And release. And last one. Oh, sorry, 2 more. So into the bridge pose. So very similar what we've just done. So lifting up the hips, squeeze your inner thighs and squeeze your bum. And release. And again, squeeze, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And one more time. Okay. And for the last exercise, turn over onto your belly. Bend your right leg, take hold of your right ankle. Bend your left leg, take hold of your left ankle. Keep your thighs parallel, and already you might notice a stretch. So sometimes when we are quite stiff, that might be enough, but just to make this stretch stronger, so push your front of the ankles onto your hands. Kick your heels away from your bum. Lift up the knees. Lift up the upper body. Breathe, hold, 2, 3, 4. So the hip flexors the fibers are interlinked to the front of the thigh muscles, the quads. So you might feel more in the quads, but it's all that sort of front of the body opening up here. Okay, thighs parallel, and now lift up. Kick your heels definitely away from your bum, and then you can do like a little rocking horse here as well to make it more fun and playful. Okay, release. And last time. Ready, and lift, and lift, and lift. Okay, very nice. And then again, to balance this out, come up on all fours, round your spine and roll back. And that was a short few exercises, and very specifically focusing on the hip flexor and front of the hips. So, hope you feel looser after that.